Nice. Yeah, here, let me get set up here. You can hear me good?
Yeah, I
Sound
hear
all
you.
right?
You're good.
Cool. Let me share my screen. Yeah, I've just been grinding since about Destiny. Um, and I'm at 244 right now.
Okay, okay.
Uh, and I feel like I'm a bit lost because most guides go up to like 235, I found.
Mm-hmm.
And then it kind of gets like hazy. So, here, I'll just pull up some of my windows here.
Oh, can you
So
stream at 30 FPS, by the way?
yeah, I got you.
Yeah, Maple's weird like that.
I got you. Is that better?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So let's see. Recently, I just got the sup pendant, and I got I guess a decent potential on it for now. Same with the earrings. I figure I keep these because they're 20 drop right now, 18 luck,
Uh-huh.
and I'm Shad. Basically, I'm waiting for the sup ring, and then I'm just trying to run um, lucid for my arcane stuff, but that's just like kind of time gated. So
Mm-hmm.
what should I focus on? I guess right now everything's either 15 or 16 stars
Yeah.
across my equips, and I've been trying to save for some event, but recently they had the 1+1,
Yeah.
which didn't do too much for me. But yeah,
Okay. So just to be clear, like you have full Meso drop gear, right? When you're training.
yeah. Oh, I could probably show that. I was just in dojo. Yeah,
No,
so
you're good.
I have full meso, and then here I can put it all on. And then I think I'm at usually about I'm missing something here. Oh, my rings. Um, about 160, 160 or so if I have my fams on. Or sorry, that's if I have WAP on. And then so I'm 142 drop with just fams,
Yeah.
and then my IA top line is mesos um, as well. So yeah, I got that sorted for now at least.
Okay. Um.
Um,
Yeah. So what's your
yeah,
Legion looking like?
it's been a slow grind, but it's getting there. I'm just like time gated with the coins, so I'm gonna push the 6K
Mm-hmm.
soon, but I'm just waiting for coins here. To even I'm not even upgraded to the 5500 Legion, so I'm trying to get that. So I've just been kind of working on this totems. Um, I got another batch of totems on the first, so I've just been grinding those in the
Okay.
meantime.
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yeah, so yeah, I'm not sure where to go. I don't know if I should queue more. So like most of my gear is at least two line
Mm-hmm.
luck. My sup belt's pretty solid. Um, 27 for now. And then I have 8% crit damage on gloves, 7% all stat. But I don't know if I should cube these for higher stat lines, or if I should save and just Star Force everything 17. Uh,
No, you want
yeah.
a Star Force. Star Force is like
Okay.
by far way more important. So
Yeah.
everything being two line is completely fine.
Cool.
Starring
Okay.
is the most important thing. So you want to get like everything to 17 across the board first.
Yeah. Okay. I just saw. I think I was using Suckhart's calculator, and it was
Mm-hmm.
like one bill average with safeguard from like even just 15 to 17.
With 5, 10, 15 or no?
No.
Yeah,
That
so
was
you
just
you
like,
always want to use 5, 10, 15. Like always. It saves you
yeah,
like so much money.
yeah. I still have money saved or meso saved, and I was trying to save, but I kept getting to gaps where I was like, I need to Star Force to progress, right? To one shot on maps
Mm-hmm.
that I was trying to grind on. Um, so I got most. It did cost a lot, but I got everything at least 15. I think. Yeah, my cape. I boomed it yesterday, being stupid. It's at 15 now, but yeah, I'll probably push to 17. Then I think I did the math, and I could gain like 70 or 80 attack just from getting all this to 17.
Yeah, I mean that's a lot of damage, and the stat you gain also matters.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah. So starring is like by far the biggest thing. Um,
Okay.
instead of so if you ever find yourself in these gaps, because you will find yourself in gaps again moving forward, because let's say
Hmm.
you get everything to 17 across the board, like the next step from there is like even more stars, and it gets more and more expensive, like exponentially more expensive. It's not like it's gonna reach the point where it's like you get 10 bill mesos, it's like you can't really do anything with that. You need like more. You need to
Yeah.
save a lot more. So
Yeah.
when you're like saving and waiting for those gaps, do something like Legion on your account instead of just like kind of brute forcing your equips
Okay.
like on
Yeah.
the side.
Yeah. I just got to this kind of like stopping point. So I probably will. Well, I feel like I'm in a weird place because I've been waiting for Night Troop because most of my Legion mules, if you see, I only have three from the. These are the
Mm-hmm.
three that I burned from Destiny, and then everything else is sitting at. I had some bonk potions for most of these, but everything else is at like 141 or 140 across the board, pretty much.
Yeah, no,
Um,
that's actually huge. Yeah.
so I'm just waiting for Night Troop to work on some of these.
Mm-hmm.
But and then yeah, I have this kind of like coin deficit that I need to make up. Um,
Yeah, no, that's fine. The coins like that shit always takes long no matter what. So
yeah. All right, and then something I struggle with here. Let me make
mm-hmm.
sure I have yeah. So I have my boss set up. Well, let me actually these shouldn't matter. My boss damage is a struggle here. I don't have boss fams, but I have IED
Mm-hmm.
fams for now. And I've been trying. I spent some time at spiders when I'm bored, just trying to get something, but nothing's
Mm-hmm.
popped yet. My boss damage is struggling, and my Abso Wep is 70% ID, 10% attack. My guildie said to keep this. Um, I wasn't 100%
Mm.
sure. Yeah, because
Can
I
I
feel
see
like
your
I
like
want.
bossing Legion page again?
Yeah, it's kind of scuffed.
So what? How come you have so much in like crit rate, for example?
So, so this needs work 100%, but I don't know why I'm struggling. Um, I was playing with the hyper stats, so these are kind of scuffed as well right now. Like I don't usually have 6 in crit rate. Um, I had an emblem. It's now 1299 right here.
Mm-hmm.
But it had, I want to say it was 12% crit or 9% crit or something. And I had it for the longest because I just settled, right, for a bit. And
Mm-hmm.
then when I rolled it, I noticed my crit dropped and I couldn't make up the gap. And the same happened actually. I had this P&O. It's trash now. I tried rolling it. It also had crit. And so I realized I was relying on those equips for my crit rate. And so when I re-rolled them and upgraded to this the shield from Cygnus recipe,
Mm-hmm.
um, my crit just wasn't there. So like if I let's see, if I just like axe all these, I think I might be good because I just dropped some in the hyperstat. Let's just put it like here, so we have none.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, see, I'm at 81.
Do you use Phantom Link?
Yeah, so I have these are my links for these are our boss links that are should all be applied. Yeah. Um,
There's no Phantom Link in the bossing one though.
oh, you're right. That's a good point.
Yeah, you should use Phantom Link.
No, I do, or I did.
Okay, so put
That's
it on. Take off like
yeah, probably
yeah, sure,
time to
that's fine.
prepare it.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, bro, I completely missed that. Sorry, I'm missing it here.
Oh, you're good.
There it is. Uh, so I still have a bit of a gap here.
Yeah, so 96. Do you have Night Lord and Marksman Legion?
Yeah, they're both sitting at 120 or 140.
Okay, okay. So yeah, those
Yeah.
also give crit rate, which is good that you have them.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah. Yeah. This is why it's been a bit of a struggle here, but now I
yeah.
could
So
shift
now
more of
you
my
could just put a little bit more
boss.
into the hypers, because
Yeah.
having like 12 points in IED is actually a lot this early on. Uh,
Yeah.
instead of like you could easily put those blocks that were in the crit rate into the IED section and just get your ID that way instead of
Hmm.
12 points, because 12 points in anything is a little high. Like it's very, very expensive right now and too
Yeah,
low
I
level.
agree. I think I blindly followed Suckhardt's hyperstat calculator for this. Um,
Yeah.
okay, I'll probably take a look at that too then. Because I agree, I had this P&O secondary. I was rolling it trying to get like a boss attack to try and make like a more of a bossing secondary.
Mm-hmm.
But before it had IED as well, and I was sitting at like 97 when I put FAMs on, and that
Yeah.
was just way too high for my level. Um,
The other thing that you're missing is you're missing the 4-set Golux, which I understand is very hard to get.
mhm.
Uh,
Yeah,
but that'll give you a lot because 4-set Golux gives you 30 boss and 30 IED. So that
yeah.
alone, like, gets rid of one IED line on your weapon just from that, right? So,
Hmm. That's a good point. Yeah, yeah. I for the longest, I actually just got the pendant earlier this week, and
mm-hmm.
I was sitting on. I got the belt and the earrings. Belt was an obvious upgrade because I was using the pink bean belt,
Yeah.
but I couldn't put on the earrings because I went too hard or I rolled this, and so
Yeah.
it was just a stat decrease for the longest. But now that a 3-set makes up for the difference
Yeah.
here.
Yeah,
Um,
once you get 4-set, it'll help you out a lot because those two lines on your
yeah.
Absa weapon, they're okay, but like that's gonna you don't need those lines at all like long
Hmm.
term. Like you're gonna get rid of them really easily because like for myself for example, I don't have any lines of ID on my WSC, and I have
Hmm.
about like 93 when when I'm in bossing, which is good enough. And then once you 93 without fams, and then once you like include fams, like you'll have more than
Yeah.
enough. And that's just
Hmm.
from set effects and just a bit from my legion. Just and our legion isn't too different. I'm only at 6k, so
Okay. Yeah.
like you could also get 93, but it just comes from the set effect and where you put your blocks.
Yeah. Should I? Okay. Should I prioritize on my Legion board for bossing? Should I prioritize IED over crit? Well,
Uh,
depending, like say I
well,
reroll my web.
so right now at like 5.5, you could pretty much fill in two areas. You
Okay.
could fill in the crit damage and IED, and then you'll have a little bit left over into the boss damage area. That's how I would go about it.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Yeah, because I should get this next line, right?
Yeah,
This
at
whole.
6k you'll get it. But when you're at 6k, you can only fill in like two areas. So the way I have it is I
Okay.
have the
Yeah.
IED and crit damage mostly filled, and then I have a little bit in boss.
Okay. Yeah, I was trying to make the push. I mean, 6K looked huge, but just for options on the board, like you get more space. But 5.5, like you get 5 more
Yeah. So
uh,
the difference between 5.5 and 6
blocks.
isn't that big.
Yeah, yeah. Um, okay, cool. So I guess I always hear boss damage is like when it comes to fighting bosses, it's equivalent to attack, right? Like an attack percent. Is that
Um,
correct or no?
it's not that simple.
Okay.
It's dependent on class and dependent on situation.
Mm,
But if you want to be like, if you want to keep it like very very simple, I know it's not 100% accurate, but just something like very very simple, you could equate about 3% attack to about 10 boss.
okay. Yeah, I think that helps. Like, I guess guide some thoughts. Okay.
Yeah, so like
Cool.
attack percent is generally better, especially on Shad since we're a DPS class. But
Yeah.
having boss also helps. So like
Hmm.
when you roll your weapon, like long term, unless you get an arcane weapon for whatever reason somehow, uh,
Hmm.
even just getting like attack and boss like one line of each is gonna be way better. Like
Yeah.
13 and 40 boss or something, or 13 and 30, something like that.
Yeah, and that just feels better because like in my mind because ID is useless unless you're fighting boss, right? So like I'm essentially wasting 2 lines. It feels like if I'm mobbing or
Yeah, I mean boss is also useless when you're mobbing though.
true. Well,
So
that was the intention behind. I didn't finish it because I didn't want to put money into it. But just P&O secondary, I was like, I might as well roll some boss lines on it.
no, no,
Um,
no. The shield is always better. Like pretty
yeah,
much
I
just
just didn't
ditch
want.
the Pinot one.
Yeah, yeah, I made this one. I just haven't invested too much into it. But yeah, I didn't realize the shield like 15 star or is it 20 stars is like 45 attack, which is
Yep.
crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Shads get cheater stars.
yeah, for real. Um, okay. Do you think I settle on these for the shield here? I have 21 attack, and then for the emblem, I have 21 and 9% luck.
Yeah,
I just
you
have to
definitely settle
settle
2 line
there.
attack for a long time. Yeah,
Okay, cool.
because you obviously could get better, but your money's better used elsewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, in terms of gains, like min maxing WSC to get 3 lines of usable lines isn't that beneficial.
Yeah.
So even if you just get like 2 lines of attack on your weapon as well, so you just have like 2 lines across the board, meaning you're
Mm-hmm.
600. Do you understand what that means? Like 600.
No.
Okay, so when people talk about their WSC weapon secondary emblem, uh,
Mm-hmm.
there's generally like 3 usable lines on WSC that only WSC can roll, right? So attack, IED, and boss. Uh,
Mm-hmm.
so since there's 9 lines of them total, 3 on each, uh, you people say like 600, meaning you have 6 lines of attack, 0 lines of boss, and 0 lines of
See.
IED.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so you being 600 means you just have 6 lines of attack. Or if somebody says you're like 620, means you're like 6 lines of attack, 2 lines of boss on your WSC. So when I'm saying like you being 600 is like you could just settle that for a really long time.
Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, because I guess Legion is if I did my Legion board correctly, like I could make up for the other two
Exactly.
here.
You'll make up for the boss and IED. It's pretty good
Yeah.
having boss, but I wouldn't min max when you're already at 2 line attack. I would save your money for Star Force, and
Mm-hmm.
slowly just wait until you get the 4 set sub, because 4 set sub will give you again 30 boss, 30 IED, which is actually a lot.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay. Cool. Yeah, this actually does really help because I didn't feel great about this weapon, but people in my guild were saying keep it, so I did.
I mean
But
it's good for like the very very short term, right? But like
yeah.
very soon, like sooner than you think, probably you're gonna have to roll it. And the
Mm-hmm.
good thing is it's not that hard to beat that, so you're probably not gonna spend too much money to get something better.
Yeah. Okay. Um.
You should get
some-
a Sweetwater tattoo as well.
Yeah. So I'm working on that. So this is probably the dumbest thing I did overall was when I started playing. I got the monocle sitting here.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and I started grinding Commercy when I could. I got the monocle, and then I was like, I'll come back to this later, and just stop doing it. And
Uh-huh.
then literally like this week, I was like, shit, I should have been grinding it because now I think I'm sitting on like I think I have 173, so I'm broke when
Okay.
it comes to Commercy. So, but I'm working on it. I've been doing it daily. That and CPQ.
Yeah, Commercy
Um,
usually like I wouldn't recommend uh really doing it,
mm,
but I feel like I don't know, getting a better face than the Zac face. There's only like one option that you
yeah,
could get early on.
yeah.
Like Monocle, I don't think it's worth getting. The pendant, I don't think it's worth getting. But I think having a tattoo just instead of a
Hmm.
condensed power crystal for the time being isn't that bad.
Yeah, and
17
that's why
tattoo
I
isn't
haven't.
worth it. Oh, Jeff is
Yeah,
saying it's
I
not
have.
worth it. Why isn't it worth it, Jeff? I actually don't know why.
Do I start to 2 days?
Can't you just run 17 tattoo until you get a Twilight mark? Oh, boss
That's
set. Oh, that's
yeah.
true. That
That's
is true.
that's
You could.
actually why I kept it for a while. Even over because I have some pink bean one or oh, that's sorry I meant that for the face, but um, that the boss head's slowly dwindling for me as I get more equips. It
Mm-hmm.
seems.
Okay, yeah, then that's not a big deal then if you don't want to do Commercy then, because you could just run your Zac face, get a decent flame on it, keep it until you get a Twilight mark.
Hmm.
Twilight Mark and Slime Ring. Yeah, so it's not a big deal.
Okay.
You can solo Helix every day, or you get carried with someone who has like higher drop.
Um, I get carried usually.
Okay.
I can solo pass. The most I've done was P2, P3. Like someone went in for P1, I was like, let me try.
Yeah.
But yeah, they have like 290 drop or something like that. So I just let them run it for me.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, that's good.
yeah, so I've been grinding that out. Trying to get that ring. Um, yeah, I'm trying to think if I had anything else. Flaming, like just wait for flames, not.
Yeah, flaming, you pretty much don't want to even think about it, like at all, for a really long time. I'd
Yeah.
recommend getting like at least anything on your item. Like I don't. It's probably better to
Hmm.
not have an item that has like literally zero. But I wouldn't like invest much on flames,
Yeah.
because
I'm not
saving for
dumb, right?
starring
Like
is
the.
always better.
Hmm.
You can't flame shoulder.
Okay, that's what I thought.
Yeah.
I was just. I'm pretty sure I knew that, but I was checking.
Yeah, it's
Weapon.
weird. I
I
don't know
spent
why.
the. I think there's some the daily gifts. And the Tobin stuff gave the Eternal Black flames.
Mhm.
Um, I think. I mean, I feel like this is solid for now. I
Yeah, I mean
I don't
it's
think
like
it's.
what, tier 5 attack or something. I mean, it's okay, and you
Yeah.
have a bit of luck on there. This weapon gets replaced anyways, so I wouldn't
Right.
think about it too much.
Okay. All right. Cool. And then face will be replaced with
Yeah, black bean
Path
mark's a
Mark,
really
right?
good yeah,
Or
just black bean mark. The pap mark, uh it's a little weird. Personally, like I don't think it's really worth transposing pap mark unless you're like really down bad to like min max all your items before pitch boss. But 20
mm-hmm.
star black bean mark is like very very strong for very very cheap, and you could run
And
that for a super long time. Like that's what I'm gonna do personally. I'm just gonna run the black bean mark until I get, you know, magic eye patch to 22 stars.
yeah. Okay. I actually didn't realize I didn't touch these because I was waiting for Pat Mark, which doesn't seem to exist, but
Yeah, exactly. Like you could spend like easily like years trying to get a pap mark, and then
yeah.
like and then you have to spend like potentially like dozens of billions of meso, get a decent flame and
Hmm.
transpose it. So I don't think it's worth it.
Yeah. Same with P&O or the Con of Treasure. Like I'm trying to have perspective. I've only been running P&O for maybe like 2 months,
Mm-hmm.
a little under 2 months. So I'm having perspective because I know other people struggle too. But I've been waiting for it, and then I pushed Meister just so I had some ring that was worth equipping.
Yeah, I
Uh,
mean that's not that bad. Maestro rings can always come in handy when transferring to sup as well,
yeah,
and
that was
it's equal to
my
Kana's
plan.
treasure, so it's like the same ring
Hmm.
basically.
Yeah, cool. Um, cool. Well, I think that's almost everything I wanted to ask you about. So you think I should? I mean, I'll wait for an event. I'll save up, but like, should invest in the Black King Mark then? Go
Yeah, for
forward with that.
damage gear, I mean the thing is your aquatic letter is already 3-lined, which
I
is, you
know.
know, kind of feel bad, but I think it's worth going black bean mark like 17 stars,
Yeah.
and cubic it. It'll give you way more damage.
So yeah, I've been holding on to this because it was an accident. I started throwing there was a point where everything was like I was settling with all the other gear I had, and I just started throwing Meisters at it when it was unique.
Yeah,
And it tiered up, and in 2 cubes it rolled this, so I just kept it. Um, but yeah, I mean I think the attack from the Black King Mark I'll do it eventually.
yeah. No, that's worth. Mm-hmm.
All right, cool.
And then the rest is just waiting, basically. You gotta wait for your sup Golux. You gotta wait till you have enough
Mhm.
for arcanes. You
Yeah.
gotta wait till you get a Kana's treasure, Twilight Mark, all that. Like it's a lot of waiting and doing your dailies. and saving money.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, I've been trying to get my symbols up slowly, but some of the PQs, like, should I be running all PQs? Because some, like the Asphera one, is just not fun.
Uh, obviously you should run everything, but me personally, I have never done this fair PQ except once
It's
because I tried it once and it was miserable, and I'm like, I'm never
yeah,
doing that shit again. Like
yeah,
I don't even care if it's like even if I get good at it, like I just don't want to do it. I just don't care, bro. I'd rather just put all my event symbols into Asphera to offset, right?
yeah. Morass one isn't bad. Just takes a little time. It's pretty easy. I haven't
Yeah.
run Spirit Guide or whatever. I
Spirit
tried it once.
Savior.
Rage quit. Yeah, that one.
You should
Rage
do
quit.
it.
I
It's
haven't gone
actually
back.
not as bad. Like when you get good at it,
Okay.
it's one of the fastest ones. It only takes like 2 minutes
All
for
right.
10 symbols, which is a lot.
Oh yeah, yeah. All right. I'll probably go watch a guide on that then. I
Yeah.
do H Muto. I do the Lock one
Yep.
and the Morass one.
What
Really.
floor do you get in Latch?
I think I'm right now at 50. I haven't
Okay.
pushed the 60.
You could probably do more. So every time you feel
Yeah,
like you could do more, you should, because it's worth climbing. Like I know climbing takes a long time, but
yeah,
it's worth pushing.
yeah. I just got like some of these rings set up, the sub pendant and earring, so I probably could clear it a little faster now. I could probably
Mm.
get through it. Um, cool. Yeah, yeah. Yeah. And then one last thing I wanted to ask about was mobbing and training. I've been at D Cup one. I can't see
Mhm.
the map from
It's a good
here.
map.
Yeah, I go between that and MTS four. MTS four if I just want to switch up because D Cup one can be like kind of monotonous for me.
Mhm.
Um, but I only on D Cup one I only get like 21K. Is that average? An
Are you
hour, I should say.
two-shotting coin?
Yeah.
No, you could do more. I was getting 24k at D Cup 1, I think, with two-shotting coin.
Okay.
It must be a rotation. How often are you looting?
Well, that's the next thing I was gonna ask is like, I guess I can go to the map. What should the rotation be?
Okay.
Uh,
Yeah. You use SSF as your loot timer, basically. Oh, you have Vac-Pet, right?
no, I've been
You
waiting for
don't.
one.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
That's fine
So
then.
that has been slowing me down. Uh,
Bruh.
no.
Yikes. And instantly got popped.
All right, I'll catch you later. Uh, that's so sad. It's all right. I have. It's because my I
Dude,
have.
I love how you have one safety charm left. It's like he died 3 times before. Like
Because I'll AFK and my pets drain my health with the auto
yeah.
skill, and so that happens when I get hit with that where I get the debuff. I hate that thing. Yeah, so I usually just like run across or let me put on. And
Mhm.
I'm in my bossing setup, but I usually drop Dark Flare here.
You shouldn't drop it there.
Okay, where should it be?
So you could either drop it in the middle top or top left. I think top left is the best
Okay.
because the top left, um, as you're so basically like when you're training in this map, you don't go to the top at all unless you're looting.
Okay.
You just let the coins kill the mobs at the top.
All right. So I drop Dark Flare here. Do I?
Yeah, you drop Dark Flare there, and then you
Uh-huh.
just run right to left, and then once you reach the left side, you just down jump.
Yeah, and then just go here. Do it
Well,
again.
the opposite. You should do the opposite of what you're doing. Like mirror it. Like you should go right
Wait.
to left.
Oh, okay. I see. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So
like
like
just the
this.
opposite. Yes, and then you jump
I
down.
thought
And
you
you
meant
just
switch
loop
it
it.
up, but
Yeah,
so
yeah, yeah.
okay, just
So
do
this
this
is
all
all
the
you
time.
do. Yeah, and then you could just either jump in the corner and go down, or down jump.
Yeah. Okay, and then so I don't even clear up top. I just let the coins.
Yeah, you let the coins do it. Because if you're two-shotting, it's gonna kill everything. Right now you're three-shotting, so maybe with the right links and stuff,
Oh.
like you'll two-shot.
Yeah, this is my
But
boss
if
and
you two
setup.
shot, yeah, exactly. If you two shot, like it'll clear everything, and you should get
Okay.
like 24k.
Yeah, I have not been doing that. I mean,
Oh,
truthfully, I
another
just kind of
thing,
run around the map.
another thing that's very important is when you teleport from bottom left to top right, use trick blade as you're falling. Like trick blade that as you're falling down. Like that top right, use trick blade as you're falling down. Well,
Okay.
you didn't do it.
Oh,
But
oh, oh, oh. I hear you. I hear you. Okay. So
because
I'm
trick
over
blade will
here.
clear that entire like right side.
So I go here. I
And then
drop
you
trick
trick.
blade.
Well, you should
But
have done
trying
it a
to
little
get
bit
both.
earlier. Yeah,
Yeah,
because if you
yeah.
do it if you hit the top ones, it'll bounce down, and it'll clear that whole
Gotcha.
entire area for you.
Okay.
And
Yeah.
then whenever like, you could use Shadow Veil as well. Like, uh,
Where would you put that?
like I would put it like in the middle
All right.
when
So
you're
here.
yeah, basically whenever it's up, you could just put it in the middle, cause it'll just clear that
And then-
area for you as you're running around. And then whenever you want to loot, you just press SSF, and then you go loot.
Okay. Wait, I might be dumb here, but what's SF? What is that?
Your skill on 7.
Okay. Yeah, yeah. And just like run across looting.
Yeah, it'll
I
kill
didn't do
like the
it,
whole
but
map as
okay.
you're running around.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it's very different from what I'm doing.
Yeah, it's gonna be a little tough at first, right? Because you gotta get used to it. But once you get the rotation down, like it does help a lot.
Yeah, I'll get the muscle memory down. Okay, I missed that, but cool. Yeah, yeah, that should be a big improvement. And then I guess, once I hit 245, do I just stay there still, or should I go? I saw this map, SPD4 is good, or where should I?
Yeah, so I basically stayed at uh I stayed at D Cup 1 until I was like 245. And then at
Okay.
245 I went to Shadow Dance Hall 2 in Morass, which you can start getting
Yeah.
familiars at. And the map is actually really good. But when I was really starting to push for 250 because I wanted levels, I went to PD5, not PD4.
Okay. I don't know.
Which is
I don't even know if I'll.
still up to the right. Yeah, I went there.
Yeah, here. Let me not die. Hopefully. I don't even know if I'll one shot here.
Well, it's all about Arcane Force.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
I'll wait on this. I'm not gonna grind today. I don't want to pay the. Yeah. What is it? It's 1.5.
There's increments. You could either get 1.1, 1.3, or 1.5
Okay. I
for
didn't realize
max.
that.
Yeah. So like you being at 640, 640 times 1.1 is what, like 705, I think.
Mm.
So you'd have like the 1.1x buff.
Okay. All right. Cool. And then, so you stay here till 250. You said.
Yeah, I stayed there until 250, and then at 250 I went to LH6 in Moonbridge.
Cool. Yeah, I saw SD2 or SH2, whichever is SH2, as a potential map, but I don't have a back pet, so I just avoided it.
Yeah, I mean
I'm
the thing
gonna-
is you
I'm
could
gonna
still
get
train
one.
without vac. It's just harder, right? So
Yeah, yeah, true. And then I was hoping to get, I was trying to push to 245 to get my third slot, because I have 9 badges. I'm just waiting for Moonbridge. Unless you think there's one. I know the Mariner badge is an easy one to get, but I can't enter on this character, and I've been too lazy to grind on a mule.
I mean that one is kind of annoying because you have to kill the
Demolisher.
Demolishizer. Yeah, it's pretty annoying. I just wait until you
Yeah.
get 245. It's just one level.
Yeah.
With
that
the
was the
Moonbridge
plan.
one. Yeah.
Cool. All right. Well, this helped a lot. I appreciate your time.
No worries, bro. I wish you luck. You're so far so good. So
Cool. Yeah. Maybe we'll check in. I'll check in with you at like 250, 260. I'll get there
yeah,
soon.
yeah. Why not? Yeah, I'll be here.
Cool, man. All right. Well, I appreciate it again.
All right, I got you, bro. Take it easy.
All right. Bye.
Yeah, this is reboot. This is GMS reboot.